We've had a really sort of busy day, but the best bit's yet to come, because we're going to very shortly hear from Adelina Paula Pinto. Now, Adelina has a degree in history from the University of Oporto. She is a teacher, and she is Deputy Mayor of Guimarães since 2013. Guimarães. She is Deputy Mayor of Guimarães since 2013, Vice Mayor since 2017, and she's responsible for applying to the European Commission for a green European capital status for this city. She's active in several areas for Guimarães, including Women for Education, Library and Archives, Health, Housing and Environmental Public Affairs and International Affairs. She's also president of the Landscape Laboratory, which will be featuring in her presentation. Adelina, we're delighted that you can make time to be with us today amongst your busy schedule. The floor is yours.
Thank you, David. Thank you. Well, good afternoon, all. It's a pleasure for me to be here. I have to excuse my English. I'm not so fluent in English. I have some problems. But, you know, I talk with my hands and I improve some words and you understand everything I want to say. So I'm going to talk. I'm Vice Mayor. You know, I have nothing about sustainability. My degree is in history. All my life is about schools. I was a teacher, as a director of schools. And then I came to political, to the Municipality of Guimarães in 2013, as David says. And now I'm very, very involved in sustainability and how the municipalities, the local political can make difference in a world that must be changed. How the political places, the political municipality, how can we change the world? And I'm going to tell you a story. It's a story not about Guimarães, but about Guimarães, you know, Guimarães. It's a very beautiful city. Guimarães, you have to learn that Guimarães, and one day you have to visit there. So we know that sustainability, about changes, about these different changes, about climate changes, adaptation, mitigation, everything we are talking about, we need the citizens. It's not something we do decreting, you know? You saw a law, we design a law that is not about sustainability. So we have to build a city with the citizens, a new city with the new citizens. And that's what I'm going to show you. So the city of Guimarães, it's a place in the north of Portugal. We are we have a big space in the north of Portugal. With these 4 cities near Oporto, Barcelos, Famalicão, Braga and Guimarães, we are about 6,000 inhabitants, so it's a very big place. And we have some protected areas, green areas, rural areas, and apart urban areas also. And what is the story of Guimarães? The story in Guimarães begins 900 years ago. 900 years ago, a young man, Afonso Henriques, doesn't want to be in a reign of Spain. So he invented a new country, and Guimarães was born, and Portugal, was born in Guimarães. So the city of Guimarães, we are so proud because it's the cradle, everything born there. There was that, because it was how we say today, an emprendedor, Afonso, who starts a war and says no. But Guimarães is not from Spain. Guimarães is a new country and begins a new country. And so this is the beginning of our story. And now we have a story, you know, Guimarães, about that. It's a city of story. The story of Portugal begins there. That is all the story. We are a city of heritage. We are a city of education. You know, I have responsibilities in education areas, and its priority, and in sustainability, as I'm going to tell you, education, it's very, very important, but also sport, about culture. We are so proud of all these stamps, all these parts of the city that we work every day. But we need some more. And I have to show you this timeline. And then I told you 900 years ago, Portugal start a new country. And now in this century, we start a new story. In 2001, we have the historical center in the middle of the city was classified as UNESCO World Heritage. And it was very important because this classifying is because we requalified all the center historic with the citizens. You know, they are all bad, and then we involve the citizens, and then we requalify all the old center historic with them, and they stay living there. So we have a historical center with the people inside, you know. So the participation in 2001 in this term was very important, begins here. And last year in 2023, we have a new part of UNESCO, because we have another part of the city, downtown the city, that is classified also with heritage of humanity. And you know, in the first historical center, it's the part of the church, about the noblesse. And now, in the downtown, last year we have classified, it's the people, the poor people, where they live, where they work, where they are the tenorists. So in Guimarães, we have this big part of the city are classified, and it's about all the people who lives in the town. It represents all the people, not only the riches, not only the church, but also the poor people who works in factories, difficult work, and then they are part of UNESCO classified. And in 2012, we were European Capital of Culture. It was very important for Guimarães, because culture was an important side, and then we are recognized as European Capital of Culture. And also, excuse me, but I will tell you this very often time, it's the participation. When we began to work about the European Capital of Culture, the people says, why? We have so much things to do. Why culture? Why are we worried about culture? And we have to involve them. And then we have a slogan that's I am part. And it makes the difference, because everyone feels that they are part of the European Capital of Culture. So there is not an event or a lot of events for someone, but there are a lot of events with the citizens. And you know, this is one of the multiple photos we have for that, with that part of participation of the population of Guimarães. And in 2000, you know, we have always the timeline, always we want different things. If finish the European Capital of Culture, we were Guimarães, we were the city of sport. And you were the best city of sport. And now, again, we also have the involvement, the participation of all the citizens. All the citizens with volunteers, they are always working. And here, with the sport, we make a lot of urban parks, a lot of sports in the public space to everyone, so we can democratize the sport. You know, there was, before it was locked in some spaces, we have to pay to go there. And after that, in 2013, and after that, we have a lot of spaces, democratic space for everyone. You don't have to pay, you can use every day when you want. And in 2013, my mayor, the actual mayor, begins. I was with him, and we are thinking about Guimarães. Okay, it's an historical city. Here was born Portugal. It's a city of culture. It's a city of sport, but it's a city who has not enough quality of life. We have to think a lot about that. And that he invent the world, he reminds us that we have to work about sustainability. Because sustainability has to give the context to a good city where the culture, the history, where everything happens. And then, since 2013 until to now, to this year, we are working a lot about sustainability. And I don't know if you know, but in Portugal, now, every city talks about sustainability. All the cities talks about urban spaces. All the city talks about mobility. But in 2030, it was not. Nobody talks about that. So we work a lot alone. Most of the people says, why are you talking about that? Why? But we work. Okay, and in 2070, we apply for the Green Capital, European Green Capital. It was every cities in the north of Europe. It was very difficult, but we are there. We lost, okay, but we were there. And it was very important for us because we have the benchmark, we know what we are doing, we have data, so it was very important for us to invest in these areas. And when we start this, thinking about sustainability, think about all the places, all the people from Guimarães, what can we have? We always says we must have the participation, the commitment with all the citizens. So we make a governance ecosystem. You know, it's not only the mayor or the vice mayor or the deputy mayor, whatever, but it's all the people. They are with us, they are discussing with us, they are involving, and they are talking with us to make the difference. We can't make the difference alone. No. So we have built this ecosystem with the municipality, with all, it's not, you know, the first problem when we talk about sustainability in the municipality, all the people says, oh, this is a problem for some about environment. No, it's not environment. It's about education. It's about culture. It's about sport. It's about quality of air. It's about mobility. So we have to convince our municipality, our technicians, that this is a problem of all. This is multidisciplinary. So we have to do that multidisciplinary inside the municipality and then outside with all the people, with other representatives, with the schools, with associations, with civil social works. Everyone, we have to talk to them. We have to convince each one because they are very important in this act. And this citizen participation, and I am a teacher, and all my time I work in education, and I believe really education is crucial. The citizen participation has to begin at the schools. Our children, they must have more knowledge and more participation. They have to make different. Because they are different, they make it different, they change, and they can change their parents, their grandparents, their friends. So they are very important, and we involve, since 2013, all the schools, all the children in this sustainable challenge. And they are very, very sensible to this area. So we began in 2014 a big program. It's Pegadas, a big program to all the schools. We have to go to all the schools. No one is left. No child is left. All the children, since kindergarten to secondary school in Guimarães, they have access to this program, to Pegadas, who have most diversified activities about mobility, about health, about waste, about water, about economy, circular economy, about eco-parliament, when they learn how to participate. And we have hundreds of activities to all the children in Guimarães. And they have this every year since 2014. Not the same activities, because we even here invite in new activities. You know, this here in 2050, we have about 20,000 students and 104 activities. And in the last year, we have 132 activities and 22,000 students involved. So this is very, very structured for what we want to change the city. And this program, Pegadas, now is in Brazil. We have a city sister in Guimarães. It calls Chapada dos Guimarães in Brasília, Mato Grosso, in the middle of Brazil. And we start working with them about this sustainability. So our program, and a program about a river, about how we care the river, because we have a river, and Chapada dos Guimarães have also a river. How can we put our children to take care of the river? And then we export this program, and this program to Brazil, and that is in Chapada de Guimarães, o programa this Pegadas program. And we work a lot sharing knowledge and learning. Here I am, this is in Brussels. I am presenting a project we have in Guimarães about a rural incubator, but I also learn everything there. For example, is there Milan, who has an important project about food at schools, and I learn a lot. So we have to share, to see, we have to go out of Guimarães, see the other worlds, and bring new ideas. And this is where we are in this moment. Most of networking, every Eurocities, the European Commission, most of them, Wickley, Covenant of Mayors. So Guimarães is present, even is a small city, a middle city in Guimarães, in Portugal. We are in this big networking because it's important for us to be there, to know, to show our information. But we need data. We don't have to look around and say, oh, that's what we need. No, we have to need data. We have to need really what is bad. How can we change that? And we began to do the municipal ecological footprint. Sarah is here, begins here. And we are so scared because Guimarães needs 2,028 planets, 2 planets and 28 for one city. You know, we only have one planet. So we are spending the future. And when we do the ecological footprint individual, we do it in the Green Week, for example, it's most, scary. For the individual people, they spend much more. They are spending the future. So we can't do that. And so we do this. Sorry. So this is our slogan, One Planet City. One city, one planet. And each one has to reduce to have only one planet city. And this year, in last year, 2023, we apply again to the Green Capital. This is the video we take. This is what we really want. That's that the sustainability in Guimarães goes to one planet, one city, one planet. We lost again. It was so unfair, really. But we were finalists with Vilnius and Gas. Unfortunately, we are not sure, but we are going in 2024, so now we're going to win. But it was very important for us to take this film to show all the people in Guimarães. You say that in the football, in the park, the young people, the old people, everyone has to change, because we have to be one city, one planet, and it's each other has to make the difference. And so we have reinforced the mobilization. We have green brigades. I will tell you, it's social society, you know, people, normal people, who are together, and they have volunteers, and they go to the river, and they go to the park, and they help us to make clean, to see if everything is okay. So the green brigades, we have now 79% of our territory with green brigades are very, very important, because they are there. They are taking care of what is their own territory. So this is very interesting. And we are working about all of the world is that problem about climate change, about adaptation. We have all the years we have floods in the downtown, and now we make irrigation basins to make the water, and then we stop having floods in Guimarães. This year, for the first time in 7 years, we have inundations again. So if this year it rains a lot more. So we are going to construct a new irrigation base. Okay, so the climate is changed. It's really changed, and it's very, very, very fast. And we are the poverty, the energy poverty. It's a problem in Portugal, a very big problem, especially in poor people, old people. So we have a program special to the social housing to increase energy, not poverty, you know, that comfort people. And okay, the ecovias, we are always working about that. We were selected as one of 100 cities in Europe who has climate change in 2000 neutrality in 2030. In Portugal was Lisbon, Porto, and Guimarães. So it's an honor, and we are working a lot about that. We are making our climate city contracts. There is with all the citizens, you know, that we make a lot of reunions about participation. What can we do to change? Or what can we do to change to make this contract climate? And we made a big presentation with people very important in a city, in an open city, that all the people who are passing stay there and understand there is something open, and you have to change also. And I will pass this, and I finish. This is Guimarães.
Known as the birthplace of the Portuguese nation, Guimarães is an historic city that played a crucial role in Portugal's formation and independence. It is well renowned for its culture and heritage. Proud of our past, we are building our future together, protecting and promoting our natural heritage. Just a few minutes from the city, we can find a unique ecosystem. Penha Mountain is 617 meters high, with 60 hectares of green area. It is an impressive and beautiful site, harmonizing two elements of extraordinary importance: religiosity and nature. From here, we can get to the urban city park, through Penha Biodiversity Route, where several protected habitats and hundreds of native species of flora and fauna can be found. Arriving at the city park, we find the Gymnastic Academy of Guimarães, an almost zero-carbon building, self-sustaining, representing our commitment to sustainable development. It is the home of hundreds of young athletes who honor Guimarães' recognition as the best European city of sports in 2013. Now we are going to the city's heart, following the Costa Couros River. Here we can also find one of the most outstanding examples of the city's climate change adaptation. We built 3 retention basins with retention capacity and regulation of inflows, solving a problem that has been systematically affecting more than 2,000 people due to the flood events. We are now downtown. The Couros zone, meaning leather zone, is an urban area where tannery was manufactured over several centuries. This is an example of a successful urban rehabilitation, where old factories were transformed into several educational, cultural and scientific centers. Guimarães enchants us with the beauty of its heritage. It is impossible to be indifferent to it. Welcome to our historic center, classified as a UNESCO World Heritage Site since 2001. It is full of history, well preserved, and we can smell the scent of the flowers on balconies as we walk through it. The historic center of Guimarães has an integrated waste management policy involving waste reduction, advocating in circular economy, and increasing sorted collection. This is due to the implementation of a pay-as-you-throw system, where citizens play an active role. In a very short walking distance, we can find hundreds of people gardening in our community gardens, more than 3 hectares, promoting sustainable land use and local food consumption. We are in Veiga de Creixemil, an important meadow of the city. Besides the community gardens, we can also find another unique green area where daily hundreds of citizens practice sports and enjoy nature. You can also cross the meadow by bike, using our cycling routes, which cover dozens of kilometers, and that make a clear commitment to our sustainable urban mobility. If you want to know more about nature and biodiversity, water resources, the circular economy and landscape, follow us to the Landscape Laboratory. This is also another excellent example of rehabilitation. An old factory was transformed into a research and development and environmental education center, a joint venture of Guimarães City Council and 2 major universities in the northern region. As you can see, Veiga de Creixemil is one of the most important wetlands of Guimarães, a protected area that combines sport activities, research and development, biodiversity, agriculture and rivers. A pedestrian route along the Have and Selho River starts here, 51 kilometers, a unique path that helps us to discover hidden natural paradises all over the territory. Do you think this is the end of the journey? No, this is just the beginning. And do you want to know what makes Guimarães so unique? Our identity and sense of belonging. We are all contributing to the transformation of our territory, making it a remarkable place to live and to visit.
And we want since Guimarães to the world to construct a better world. Thank you very much.
So we've now got time for discussion, questions, answers. Do we have any emerging scholars with microphones?
I think they can hear.
Yeah, we're here anyway.
I think we hear.
About the energy, how do you generate all the energy needed?
I don't understand. I'm sorry.
Thanks so much. Thank you. Just you just talk something about the energy that was challenging because of the poor people. How do you generate all the needed energy,
Yes.
please?
We in the housing, the social housing we have. They are from the municipality. We make some I don't know how to say, some structures that they spend each more. You know, I don't new windows, new doors. I don't know how to say caldeira. Help me. Someone to make warm the water, so they don't pay the water. So we have to reduce to make other constructions. We reduce their what they pay to energy. Yes. So and they have much comfort in their houses. I show one of these. It's very poor people who lives there. This is a housing, social housing. It's very, very poor people, and we put I don't know how to say, in the wall. Isolation. The wall, new windows, you know, and we have something in the hand, so they pay less energy, and now they have more comfort. In our social, we make that in our social work. Now we are preparing how to help people. The municipality gives them money. In Portugal, they are also the government do that. They gave money to poor people to increase this kind of changes in their own houses, you know. Why do we have poor people?
Yes, looks like it's a wonderful place to live.
Yes,
So why there's poverty there? What are the problems?
I tell you, Guimarães is a textile space, and textile in Portugal, they have few money, you know. In textile, since now it's different, it's changing, but there is no qualifications for being a textile worker, and most of our people, they don't have qualifications. You know, I tell you, I am 59 years old. When I was in primary school, I was 10 years old, and I am the unique to go to the 5 here. The others, with 10 years old, they go to work to the factories. So they have my age, and they have no opportunity of life. They are poor, because they go to the factory, to the textile factory, and the money is so full. So they are poor. They are really poor. Now it changes about the qualifications is growing up. The textile is changing now. It's more electronic, so more qualifications. In Portugal, we have 12 years of qualifications with mandatory as Guimarães. So everything is changing. But we have a lot of poor people, especially old people. So it's a problem. And the sustainability, as I choose this, helps these people. You know, because the sports they don't have to pay the sport, they don't have to pay to have the city, they don't have to pay more for energy to catch, yes.
Hi, just up here. I think this is so motivational. Lead by example is a clear case here. And I think my question is gonna be targeted at how did you do this? What motivates your city to be sustainable? And how can we carry that formula of success to the cities where we come from? It's a hard question, but at least try.
We do that because we believe that the sustainability is absolutely important, necessary to the growing up of the city. And how can we, I always say in education, we left, the world is not better. For our children, we left a world is not better, you know? We have war, we have the climate change, so we are not doing well our work because the world is not better. And I think my world is better than my parents, you know? But my kids is not better for my kids. And that is a problem, that is a responsibility. So we have to change that. In Guimarães, for example, we have culture for some people. It's not possible. Every people have to have opportunities to do culture. We have schools, or good schools, for some people. No, we have to have good schools to all people. So this is sustainability. This is how we think for everyone, not only for this part of the city, because this is an urban city or that is a rural city. No, we have to think a lot about every people. And I tell you, we are sport, culture, heritage, we are so proud. But why? And the quality of work is even difficult, even more worse. It's not possible. So we have to change that. And I think in 2013, 2040, it was very difficult to us. I think we talked Chinese, you know? Nobody understands what you are talking. Why? Why don't you talk about culture, about work, about poverty? No, but now everyone, all the cities, the world is looking that it's very important. And what it's inspiring for us is we have to show, to inspire that small cities like Guimarães can make the difference. And when we apply to the green capital, you know, green capital are, most of them have the north of Europe. Big cities, rich cities, everything is done. And we want to show that the problem of sustainability in a green world, it's a problem of all. It's not a problem of the 2 or 3 cities in the north of Europe. And we have in the south of Europe a small city who can make the difference. And that inspires us every day. So we work a lot, but I think we believe that's the difference. You know, in last year, we lost, we were not green capital, wins Vilnius. I think, I was in Tallinn. Tallinn was green capital last year. Nobody in the street, the people who are in the street, they don't know they were green capital. They don't know. So it's, okay, you know, it's so green capital, nobody wants. I ask in the Uber, I ask in the cafe, in the restaurant, I ask everyone. Nobody knows that Tallinn is a green capital. In Guimarães, everyone knows that we lost the green capital. When we win the green capital, it's, you know, the participation, everyone is, wow, we are green capital. You know, because it is involving, the citizens are working. You know, it's even more difficult now because the social, Facebook, Instagram, everyone says everything. Now it's not easy. The government of the city, of the country, it's not easy, you know. But I think we have some credibility. The people believes we are making the difference, and so we can do things. And we want to inspire other cities to do the same things. It's not the countries who are going to change, it's the cities. The countries, they don't change. It's the city, it's the local. So we have to improve that. It's the local difference we can make.
Thank you.
Any more comments or questions, please? Is this on? Yeah. Thanks.
Thank you so much. Can you hear me? Is it on? Yeah.
Well, I want to thank you. I am a testimony of your work and the excellent and difficult work that you do. Mostly if we see the other cities in Portugal and the way you start, the way you lead so far. And my question is, or comment, I don't know, it's how do you think, because I do believe that with the landscape laboratory, the governance structure, the mobilization of the society, it's a way that it will not stop. But how do you feel the future of Guimarães if a political change is done in the municipality? If there is a political change, do you feel that the work that you have been doing, it's so enriched in the city, with the citizens, and the involvement is so big that it will go on by itself?
Yes, in 2025, we have elections in Guimarães. From the municipality, the actual mayor can't be mayor again, so it will be a change. And that's a problem, that's a big problem, because you know, this is years and years of work, years and years of investment, but I think it can be somewhere, go there and says, this is not important, we can do other things. But I think there are most things who are done never ends there. You know, the landscape laboratory, who has investigation, the ambiental education, nobody ends there, because the community knows their work, goes there, ask them. So even there is a new governance, that's not a problem. The other things, I think it must be a problem. And about the government, you don't know now in Europe there will be in elections in June. What are going to happen? The climate is still a problem with change. We don't know. We know that we are here balancing, you know. But I think it's more difficult to change in local. It's more easy to change the way in Europe or in the level of the country. In the level of the municipality, it's not so easy, because the people believe, if the people recycle, they can change all the government, they still recycling, you know. If they have care with the river, they still have care of the river, because it's the change of and that's what we are investing, and that's never change, I believe.
Okay, yeah, thanks for that. Any more comments, questions, observations, please? No?
I talk a lot.
No, it's all...
My English, my brother.
It's all good stuff. One of the things I took from that, which relates to Malcolm's question, is about how the work you're doing, is that it's a combination. We've spoken a lot this week about participation and the involvement of grassroots groups. And I think what your case study shows is that when you've got a leadership that encourages participation through the Green Brigades, I love the idea of the Green Brigades, is that you can have the involvement of citizens in not only decision and policy making, but in the actual implementation. So that's a really exciting idea, I think. I'd like to ask about the work you're doing towards sort of reducing the carbon footprint of Guimarães. And incidentally, I first heard of Guimarães when I was about 9 years old, when I learnt of the football team Vitória Guimarães, and I've been mispronouncing the name of the city for the last 60 years. And so thank you for that. That's one of the many things I learnt today, was how to pronounce the city properly. But yeah, I'm just interested in the work sort of towards a sort of sustainable, low-carbon energy economy that you might be doing. Oh, sorry, reducing carbon dioxide emissions. Any work you're... Yes.
Yes, you know, when we were selected for the 100 city mission, we know that is a big problem for us and for all the city missions, because the neutrality in 2030, it's not easy. It's not easy. I always said that when we apply to be green capital, It's a fait divers. It's okay. It's to go there because we have a new stamp. But the really work we have to do is the neutrality. So we are working about the climate change, the contract of the climate. We are working with some parts of the city about energy, you know, about, you see that the Academy of Gymnastics is a it has all the energy, is producing there. They can do water. So we are doing a lot of things to go to the neutrality. And the economy, now participation. We don't do that alone. We need the industry with us to change their way of working, you know. We have the social works, we have to change that, to change everyone who are in the street, that they go by car. We have a new, after the pandemic time, we have a new problem. I think it's the world. Everyone is by car again, you know. We have a lot of work we have done with the public transportation. It was absolutely lost. Now everyone goes by car. We made a study in Guimarães with our children who go to the school, and 72% of our students, we are 20,000, they go by car, and it's one car, one student, you know. They are no share. And the bus goes too, because they have access to the bus. They don't go, but the bus goes, because the bus don't know that they don't go, okay? So there are the cars and the bus in the streets. And all the parents go to the front door of the school. Even the son is 18 years old, no problem. They have to stay in front of the door. And this is about pollution, that is about less autonomy of our children, it's about everything, it's about, that's my problem. A big problem for me is the parents, obsessive, excessive. They are, the children are 18 years and they are babies, absolutely babies. This is a problem for sustainability. This is a problem for sustainability. We said, why they can't go walking? Why? No, their parents are there, but the son is in front of the school. And they wait there, they look, they are inside, and we are, I have to work. So we have new problems now, after pandemic time, and the mobility, it's a big problem to us. We have a university, all the day parents take the sons to the university. We have young people who finish their courses, they go to work and they go to the interview, and their parents go with them to the interview. So it's, why? What are we doing? So we are working at the school about autonomy, about convince their parents that there's no good parents. So it's about sustainability. It's about different way of life. It's about giving their arms to the world. And I said the world is even worse, is even more complicated. We know that. And the young people, they don't know. They go with their parents in front of everything. So we have to work in all these words. And what we think is that the sustainability, it's all, you know? It's how to create a city with respect, with all have their places, with one planet, with thinking that we have these resources, we only can spend these resources. This is respect. This is respect for the other. This is respect for the future. This is respect for everyone. And this is so important in this 21st century.
Okay, I think we've got time for one more comment or observation or question, please. No. Okay. Well, in that case, it just you say that if you win the Green Capital Award, all the citizens of Guimarães will be celebrating. And I think if you win it, everybody in this community, we will be celebrating too. So please keep us informed. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. We've got now. We've just got. We've got the we've got a transition break now, and then we've got the Finding Common Ground networking session in rooms 4 and 5, moderated by two of our emerging scholars, Marta and Bruno. So see you at one of those, hopefully. Thanks very much, everyone. Thank you again, Adelina.
Thank you. Thank you.